Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jasmine. In today's tutorial we are going to make a mesh pant. For the materials, I am going to use a size 3 acrylic yarn, a 4.5mm hook, a measuring tape, scissor, and you will need a stitch marker as well. Let's get started. Okay, to work the mesh pant you are going to need your hip size. And then to start off the pant, we will make foundation chains that stretches to our hip size, and the total number of foundation chains must be in multiples of 4. Okay, to get started, make a slip knot. And then, as I said, we are going to make chains that stretches to our hip size, and these chains must be in multiples of 4. So go ahead and make your chains. Since we are working a pant, at some point we will need to divide our work into 2 sections for each of the leg hole. Okay, so that means that we must have an even number in order to have an equal amount of stitches on both sides of the leg hole. So in order to make sure that you will have an equal number of stitches, what you are going to do is, after having your total foundation chains, you are going to divide it by 4 and make sure that it gives you an even number. All right, I have worked my total number of chains. I made 136 chains, and it measures about 29.5 without stretching. And when I stretch it, it stretches to 36 inches. My hip size is 37, so it's still a bit close. All right, I'm not going to add any extra chains. I had mentioned that when you have your total number of chains and you divide it by 4, you must get an even number. So my total number of chains is 136. 136 divided by 4 is 34. 34 is an even number. When you've had your total number of chains, you are going to slip stitch in the very first chain. To start off round 1, chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This chain 7 counts as double crochet chain 4. And then we are going to skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. In the next chain, place 1 double crochet. And then chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Place 1 double crochet in the next chain. Chain 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 3 chains. 1, 2, 3. Place 1 double crochet in the next chain. You are going to repeat chain 4, skip 3 chains, 1 double crochet in the next chain, chain 4, skip 3 chains, 1 double crochet in the next chain. Repeat that all the way around until you have 3 chains left. I have worked my stitches all the way around, and at this point I have 3 chains left. When you get here, chain 4, and then make a slip stitch in the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 7. 1, 2, 3. Slip stitch in that 3rd chain. To start off round 2, chain 1, then turn your work. Make a slip stitch in this first space, then chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Make 1 double crochet in the next space. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 1 double crochet in the next space. Again, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 1 double crochet in the next space. You are going to repeat chain 4, 1 double crochet in the next space, chain 4, 1 double crochet in the next space, all the way around until you get to your last space. When you get to your last space, you are going to chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning chain 7. 1, 2, 3, slip stitch. For row 3, we are going to repeat row 2. Chain 1, turn your work, make a slip stitch in the first space, then chain 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then place 1 double crochet in the next space. Chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Place 1 double crochet in the next space. Again, chain 4. Place 1 double crochet in the next space. Repeat chain 4, 1 double crochet in the next space, chain 4, 1 double crochet in the next space, all the way around until you get to your last space. When you get to your last space, you are going to chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning chain 7. 1, 2, 3. At this point, all you have to do is repeat row 3 continuously until you get to your desired height before we attach the crotch area. I am making a size small, so I am going to repeat row 3 until when I measure my work like this, it will measure 7 inches. Okay? Alright, my loves, I have my desired height. I worked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I worked 12 rows in total, and the height measures about 7 inches. Okay, so 7 inches is perfect for a small and medium. For an extra small, you can stop at 6 or 6.5, and then for a large you are going to stop at 8 inches. Okay, next up we are going to work the crotch area. To get started on your crotch area, you are going to make a slip stitch into the first space, and then we are going to make chains that is long enough for our crotch area. To work the crotch area, we are going to make chains that is in multiples of 4 plus 3. I am going to make 15 chains. Now that we are done with the chains for the crotch area, we are going to slip stitch or attach these chains on the opposite space. So make sure you count out your stitches, or rather count out your spaces, okay, until you get to the middle opposite one, and then we are going to slip stitch right there. Please make sure that the number of spaces you have on your right hand side is the same number of spaces you have on your left hand side. All right, after making your chains, bring the opposite space right here, and we are going to slip stitch there. So this is the opposite chains, and this is the inside of your work. We are not going to slip stitch from the inside. You will turn to the outside like so. turn to the outside and make a slip stitch in that opposite space. There you go. I'm going to take out my stitch marker. Now that we have made our slip stitch, we can now see that we have formed two leg holes. Okay, I have 16 spaces on this side and also 16 spaces on this side, so everything is equal. To get started on the next row, chain 7 and then place 1 double crochet in the next space. Chain 4, place 1 double crochet in the next space, chain 4, place 1 double crochet in the next space, repeat chain 4, 1 double crochet in the next space, chain 4, 1 double crochet in the next space, all the way around until you get to the last space before your crotch, before the chains for your crotch. So this chains is attached to this space. You are going to stop over here in the space. After here, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and place 1 double crochet in the space that the chains is attached to. So right here, place 1 double crochet, like so, and then chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 3 chains on the crotch area, 1, 2, 3. In the next chain, place 1 double crochet, like so. Again, chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. In the next chain, place 1 double crochet, repeat chain 3, repeat chain 4, skip 3 chains, 1, 2, 3. In the next chain, place 1 double crochet. You should have 3 chains left, so you're going to chain 4, skip the last 3 chains and make a slip stitch in the 3rd chain of the beginning chain 7. 1, 2, 3. Place a slip stitch in that 3rd chain. Okay, so we have worked row 1 of the leg hole. For the next row and the subsequent rows, we are going to repeat the same thing we did for the top of the pant. So chain 1, turn your work, place a slip stitch in the very first space, then chain 7, 1, 2, place 1 double crochet in the next space, then chain 4, place 1 double crochet in the next space, again chain 4, place 1 double crochet in the next space, repeat chain 4 double crochet in the next space, chain 4 double crochet in the next space, all the way around until you get to your last space. When you get to the last space, chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the 3rd chain, 1, 2, 3 of the beginning chain 7. Okay, for the next row you are going to repeat the same thing. So chain 1, turn your work, make a slip stitch in the first space, then chain 7, Then make 1 double crochet in the next space, chain 4, place 1 double crochet in the next space, repeat chain 4 double crochet in the next space, chain 4 double crochet in the next space all the way around until your last space. When you get to the last space, just chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning chain 7. And then you are just going to keep repeating that until you get to your desired length for your pant. Okay, for the sake of the video, I am going to fasten off here. All right, so when you get your desired length, you are going to chain 1 and fasten off. Let's assume that we are done with one part of the leg hole. I am going to show you how to work the other leg hole. Okay, so first of all, keep your shorts like this, or should I say keep your pants like this, with the finished leg hole facing your right hand side, just like this. Okay, and then you are going to locate the middle space where you had attached your crotch area. So this is my crotch area right here. So I had attached this crotch area in the space right here. So you are going to bring your hook and insert it in that space and attach your new yarn. We are going to attach yarn in that space. To get started, chain 7. 4, 5, 6, 7, and then we are going to work across the back of the crotch area. So this is the crotch, right? We are going to skip 3 chains on the crotch area right here. 1, 2, 3, and then after skipping the 3 chains, we are going to place 1 double crochet in the back of this first stitch. So you can poke your hook into the back of the chain, but I am going to poke my hook right into the stitch. So insert 1 double crochet right there. Okay, and then chain 4, skip 3 chains again, 1, 2, 3. In the back of the next chain or in that stitch, place 1 double crochet. Again, chain 4, place 1 double crochet in the next stitch or in the back of the chain. Okay, so now we are done working in the back of the chains. Next up, chain 4, then skip the last 3 chains on the crotch area and place 1 double crochet in that space that the crotch is attached to. So this is the crotch chains and this is the space right here. Place 1 double crochet in the space. There you go. And then chain 4, place 1 double crochet in the next space. Continue to chain 4 double crochet in the next space, chain 4 double crochet in the next space, all the way around until you get to the last space before your beginning chain 7. When you get to your last space, chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning chain 7. Before we go any further, in order to know if you've done everything perfectly, you are going to count the total number of spaces you have on each leg hole. So for me, I have, so let's start here after this loop, let's start here to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. I have 21 spaces on this side of the leg hole. Now let's go to the other leg hole and count. So starting from here, we are going to count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19 20 21. Okay, so I have 21 spaces on this leg hole and also 21 spaces on this leg hole. So that means everything is perfect. I am going to work just one more row with you since everything is repetitive. Okay, so chain 1 and turn your work. Place a slip stitch in the first space, then chain 7. Place 1 double crochet in the next space, chain 4. Place 1 double crochet in the next space and continue to chain 4 double crochet in the space all the way around until your last space. When you get to your last space, chain 4 and make a slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning, chain 7. I feel like it's now a song. You already know what to do, don't you? So just like you did for the other leg hole, you are going to keep repeating that until you get the same number of rows that you have for your first leg hole. Okay, and then when you have your total number of rows, chain 1 and fasten off. All right, my darlings, let's assume that we are done with our leg holes. Next up, we are going to work on a waistband. To work the waistband, you are going to choose any space. I am just going to choose the middle space. So this is the middle of my crotch area. I'll just trace it and choose this space right here. Then attach your yarn in that space. After that, chain 3. 1 2 3. Place 1 double crochet in that same space, then chain 1. In the next space, place 2 double crochets. Again, chain 1. Place 2 double crochets in the next space. You are going to repeat chain 1, 2 double crochets in the next space, chain 1, 2 double crochets in the next space, all the way around until you get to your last space. When you've worked 2 double crochets in the last space, you are going to chain 1 and make a slip stitch in the third chain of the beginning chain 3. At this point, I am going to stop here, okay? But if you are a bigger size and you want your waistband to be a little higher, then for the next row, you are going to chain 3, place 1 double crochet in the next stitch, chain 1, place 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches, chain 1, place 1 double crochet in the next 2 stitches. Continue that all the way around until your last stitch. Then chain 1 and make a slip stitch in the beginning chain 3. Okay, after that we are just going to chain 1 and fasten off. We are done with our pant. The last thing we are going to do is make enough chains for the waist tie and then loop the waist tie through the waistband. Okay, so I made some chains. I did not count, but I am thinking it's about 200 to 250 chains. All right, so first of all, locate the middle of your waistband wherever you want your tie to be. If you want it on the side, then you can start here to loop your waist tie, but I want mine in the middle. Okay, so I am just going to locate the middle. So this right here is the middle of my front work. Okay, so I'm gonna come under the next two double crochets and pull through one end of the waist tie, and then skip the next one, go under the next one, pull through, skip the next one, go under the next and pull through. So just keep repeating that all the way around until just keep repeating that all the way around until you get back here. All right, my loves, I am done looping my tie. Okay, so at this point we are done with our short slash pant. There you go. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. I will see you in my next tutorial. I love you so much. Bye.